Welcome back, Dr. Matt here. So, if you have blood sugar issues or your body composition is just not what you want it to be, or doesn't consist of what you want it to consist of, especially if it's excess fat, then I have a one simple action for you. Find a way to turn off the post-dinner snacking. So recognize anytime I make a video or podcast or send out an email about a health matter, you do not have to do anything I say. None of this stuff. None of it do you have to do. You don't have to make it part of your lifestyle. None of these adjustments. If you are wanting to get different results or say better, more efficient results when it comes to your health, then you'll probably want to make most of the adjustments that I'm talking about, writing about. This seems like, just a small little difference between, having to do something, wanting to do something, or getting to do something, as far as how we consider the actions we're taking. But for longevity and getting the most out of these actions, it's actually the biggest thing. Because you're not going to stick with something that you have to do, but you will stick with something that you want to do. So today we're discussing something that most people want to do, and that is snack. So snacking, it can support health if it's healthy, high-value snacks, or it can deny health if it's on the other side of snacking. So first thing, I think it's important to recognize why we're snacking. Why are we doing it? Why are we eating between our main meals? That is what snacking is. So there's a study in the Journal of Nutrition from 2023 that found that the main reason people snacked, you can see if this resonates with you, was pleasure, meeting a particular craving, and then simply the fact that the food was available, the snack was there, availability. So from my own life and thousands of patient interactions, I could not agree more with this study. We snack because we want to, right? Because it brings us pleasure, gives us that reward response. Because, not because it's helping build or sustain life the majority of the time, it's just because we want to. And what was also interesting is that 86.6% of the participants in this study said that they preferred to get a snack that was pre-packaged outside of their home, a prepared snack. Now, not like a cookie they made at their house or, something from their home. And then they would like to eat this snack while watching TV. It's like 69% of people. So this is likely why the study found out in the end that the more frequent these people snacked, you probably can guess it, but the more likely they were to be over fat and have high blood sugar levels, end up with diabetes and that kind of thing. So the majority of us snacking, it happens in the evening, post-dinner hours, had a good dinner, and what do you know, an hour later, I'm hungry, right? So unfortunately, the Journal of Biomedical Research found that there was a significant association between the highest frequency of nighttime snacking consumption. So if you did it 7 times a week versus 1 time a week, the more you snacked at nighttime, more consistently, the greater risk was of being over fat and having high blood sugar. Is it truly the act of just eating food between meals, eating food after dinner, between breakfast and lunch or between lunch and dinner? Is that really the problem? Just the act of snacking? I don't think so. Once again, it comes down to what we are eating. What is the substance we are consuming between these meals? There is no perfect meal routine. For all of humanity, there's just not one that everybody, 2 meals a day, 5 meals a day, 3 meals a day. But there is a real food routine that all of humanity can benefit from. And it doesn't include granola bars, candy bars, ice cream, donuts, breads, crackers, chips with salsa. Those are not on. Those go-to snacks, the consistent consumption of those has a trajectory towards fat accumulation, bone deterioration, depression, anxiety, arthritis, and literally all the other degenerative conditions associated with the prepackaged, ultra-processed food lifestyle. So it's not the fact that the person snacked, it's what did I snack on? However, if you're grabbing, apples, berries, carrots, celery, cucumbers, slices of meat, nuts, seeds, if those are your go-to snack or item between your meals, basically what would make up real whole food, you could expect a profitable health trajectory. I will say, if you are looking to make body composition transformation changes and with great efficiency, then I would ration out your nuts. Because over and over, I've seen patients and clients who've switched over to real whole food and are finding, they're not seeing the fat loss changes. They're not getting the expected, updated food routine working on their behalf. And the thing we find is handfuls of nuts going into their body, because they went from sugary stuff or whatever, breads and pastas and all that stuff. Now they're eating nuts in between meals. And, I haven't seen a person gain weight because they were eating almonds and pecans and pistachios and walnuts. But I regularly see people get stuck with their body composition because of literally overconsumption of these nuts and even seeds. 1 to 2 handfuls can be a significant energy input, and especially if they're salted. But try to eat those baby carrots or those sliced apples or all these sliced up cucumbers like you would eat almonds, especially the salted almonds. It's gonna be quite challenging to consume that much, one caloric density, but just that much volume of food like you would with almonds and other nuts and seeds. And like I've talked about in previous talks, I'm not a fan of weighing, I'm not really a fan of measuring, counting things, calories, macros, that kind of thing, if you are indeed eating whole foods. However, in the case of nuts and seeds and nut butters, if you're wanting to change your body composition, then I would measure them out. Otherwise, like I've said so many times over, I've seen with patients and clients, you're gonna end up 500,000 calories extra easily, and the effort you've been putting in will seemingly, you're like, man, these are not the results I was expecting here. I should be getting somewhere. Forget it, throw the towel in, it's not working. It may just be that you're consuming a whole lot of nuts. So eating between meals as a whole, it's neither good nor bad. It comes down to the food items we choose. And I've found many times that by sticking to 3 square meals per day and not having to figure out snacks through the day, that 5 meals a day kind of thing, 6 meals a day, patients get much more efficient body composition results. And, they're not putting all this energy into all these different meals. And especially if you're eating whole foods, it's a lot of different meals to figure out versus, going and grabbing bar here, grabbing bar there, grabbing some of the coffee shop. So if you're wanting to get your appetite regulated, if you're wanting to get your body composition in control, then yes, I would aim to snack less overall. But when you do snack, make sure it's not those pseudo foods. Because when we consume these pseudo foods, you cannot trust your appetite. And snacking becomes a road to health disaster. Whereas if it's all real whole food, over and over and over and over again, the best thing ever is that you can now start trusting your appetite. Your body says it's hungry. You've been eating real food, it's probably hungry. Yes, it needs some nourishment. And you go and choose a whole food to nourish yourself with. You can trust that. And you can expect that, the depressedness, the lack of motivation, the anxiety, the body composition changes that you're wanting, all these things, you can expect that they're going to start going in the direction that you want them to go into. And you can expect health to be built up in your system. So I would love to hear what your favorite in-between meal food item is, snack item, that's the real food genre. And if you got something else that's just cramping your style that you can't get over, let us know that too. Maybe we can help. Maybe we can give you, a different option. All right, I'm Dr. Matt. Hope this is helpful. I'll talk to you guys and gals later.